There are some really strong weapons you can already get pretty early in Far Cry New Dawn, just like some strong and handy fangs for hire. I also want to share what the best base upgrades are that you want to get as soon as possible, and the best weapons that you can craft when you reach a new rank. So let's get into it. If you enjoyed that, then a like would be super appreciated. And let's go. Shooting with a rank 2 weapon against a rank 1 enemy is really powerful, but even when you upgrade your base to the next rank and you then see only rank 2 enemies in the world instead of rank 1 enemies, then the rank 2 guns and this bow that I will talk about later on in the video will be really powerful. In the tutorial you can already use the rank 1 version of the disc launcher and then you keep it in your inventory as well, but the rank 2 version is of course way better and you can already get it really early without crafting anything. Now you get this one by helping one of the specialists in the world, a familiar character from Far Cry 5, Grace Armstrong. You will see her icon on the map the moment you can explore Hope County, so it will be super smart to immediately go to this mission and get the rank 2 gun. You also need some specialists anyway to progress the main story, so getting Grace is something you want to do at some point anyways. Why not do it immediately? I first had to revive her when I arrived, but then she will give you the mission to go explore a nearby old train yard and retrieve the weapon from the highwaymen that are there. So after you got the rank 2 disc launcher, you have to kill all the enemies and then you will need to find some resources to complete the mission. And you see that all my resources in the area are highlighted here, right? Well, that is because I got my good boy Timber with me. So I totally recommend that you get this dog as soon as possible as well. You can find him close to the base. Maybe you already hear a scout talk about him and his location. Otherwise, just go over here on the map and you will be good to go. There's a rank 3 enemy though protecting Timber, so while it will be possible to take this enemy out with a rank 1 gun, having some rank 2 firepower will totally help you out. We'll share some more tips on how to easily get rank 2 weapons a little later in the video. But again, rank 1 weapons can totally get the job done as well, it just takes a little bit longer. After you killed the enemies, Timber wants you to find some keys that are in the area. He will point you in the right direction, so just follow that and then free the dogs. Pet Timber and he is forever yours. And that is extremely handy during combat, but even more so when trying to find crafting materials in the world, because everything will light up. And that's especially nice early in the game, because you want to get better weapons as soon as possible. And you will need all the duct tape and the other resources that you can get. Timber will make it very easy to complete all the locations you then later come across, so getting him as soon as possible is totally recommended. And now that we're talking about guns, or actually fangs for hire, I totally want to mention my other favorite that is also worth getting really early in the game, as it will make your combat encounters way easier, and that is Horatio. He's not only cute but also really tanky, has the lust for blood and can also revive himself with his second skill that unlocks after 15 kills. So then you don't have to worry about him anymore and can just focus on killing these highwaymen. So that is very nice indeed. And yes, unlocking that skill is really easy because 15 kills are easily obtainable. Horatio is a little bit further away from the home base than Timber. You can find him over here on the map. Just go there, kill the highwayman in the area, then pet him at the end, and you'll have some great help for the rest of the game. But of course, you also have to shoot yourself. So the rank 2 disc launcher is again nice to get early in the game. I will talk about another weapon you can get early as well in a second. But you can also go to the Ubisoft Club section of the game to already unlock some special items there as well. And even a vehicle. So don't forget to claim your rewards like the blue Optimism shovel from Far Cry 5, the blueprint buggy. So then you already have a rank 2 vehicle from the start without having to upgrade your garage. I never really upgraded my garage, just drove around in this blue vehicle all the time. So those are some rewards you can unlock from Ubisoft Club units. But if you got Far Cry 5, they can also get the Rook outfit. But more importantly, the D2 Sin Eater rank 2 shotgun. That is really strong indeed. In my video talking about the elite weapons in New Dawn, I already noticed that the D2 is the best shotgun overall in the game. Well, on rank 2 it also gets the job done. And of course also cool to use a weapon that you got in Far Cry 5 from the Viting Faith. So yes, these weapons do not require you to upgrade your workbench, but to be honest, upgrading your workbench is really the smartest thing to do in terms of base upgrades. Having rank 2 weapons as soon as possible and then later rank 3 and elite weapons will help you a lot in all the encounters to come. So being able to craft them is really nice, so make sure that you upgrade your workbench as soon as possible. And you of course need ethanol for that, and you can get that by taking over the outposts that are close to the base. You for example have one over here, but you can also go over here to this outpost to already get some ethanol. And if you already got the saw launcher on rank 2 and Timber or Horatio by your side, then it will be smart to easily follow up with the rank 2 version of this outpost as well. So totally scavenge the outpost you just captured and now kill the rank 2 and some rank 3 enemies to get some nice ethanol to do some early upgrades. I will have some tips and tricks on outpost and vast material farms in another video that will be up really soon, or might be up by the time you watch this. I will then link to it at the end of this video. After the workbench, you want to unlock the expeditions. This namely unlocks the super awesome locations that you can fly to with the helicopter. It's not only fun to do these expeditions and go to different locations in the US, but they also award you with a ton of crafting materials that you can then use to craft the weapons that you just unlocked on the workbench. And since the first time you go to these expeditions, the enemies will be mostly rank 1 anyways, so it's a nice activity to go to early, as you will be able to complete them and then can craft some nice weapons afterwards. And did I note that these expeditions are actually really cool? Anyway, upgrading the expedition part of the base also unlocks the fast travel option to liberated outpost, so you can easily travel to different points on the map. Because that is of course the thing, you don't want to scavenge an outpost and then not immediately retake it. So totally go scavenge it when you got some plans to take it back immediately, because it's nice to have some places to go to in the map where you can then summon your car, for example, or grab another gun. The infirmary is great to upgrade as soon as possible as well, increasing your health to 150% for the first upgrade, making you way harder to kill. And after that, I think the training camp is great, so your guns or fangs for hire will be stronger and can actually take out the higher enemies as well. And it's also nice to upgrade the healing garden, so your medkits regenerate health as well, but also because the more you upgrade it, the more flowers will grow here that you can then pick up repeatedly. So then you will always have this resource. So yes, I think that this is the smartest way to spend your ethanol, and every time you upgrade your base and can upgrade the facilities again, I think it's good to go for these upgrades first. It will help you get the most out of the base for sure. And then when you craft the workbench, again as one of the first options, then you can of course craft a lot of different new weapons. So what weapons should you get as soon as possible per rank? For rank 2, I totally have some favorites. Handguns are really powerful in New Dawn. I think that the M9 should totally be one of the first weapons you unlock, with 150 damage per shot and a nice rate of fire. It will be nice to carry this around as your offhand for sure. For assault rifles, I recommend the AK-47 for the nice damage and the awesome screwdriver that is attached to the gun to easily take out enemies from up close. But the MP34 you can also craft on rank 2. It's better for ranged kills because of the red dot sight that is attached to the gun. So yes, I think that both assault rifles are nice picks for sure. And you can always get the M60 if you want. I mean, these light machine guns are always a powerhouse, so always nice to have in your arsenal. If you upgrade your base to rank 2, then you can improve your workbench as well and craft rank 3 weapons. And then I totally recommend that you get the improved AKMS that solves the range problem. It has the blade attached again and just deals more damage. Here the light machine gun, the M249, is also a great get for the larger magazine and again a lot of power. And I think the AJM9 is also a really cool choice. And if you played a lot of Far Cry 5 like me, and also a lot of it post-launch, then this is the only new weapon alongside the disc launcher, because all the other weapons were added to Far Cry 5 via the live events, and some were of course available at launch. So that's why it's also cool to get this handgun, because it's actually a new weapon that we haven't played with before. And yes, it kills enemies extremely fast with the sick rate of fire, so it's a great one to have in your offense as well. The V2 disc launcher is also nice for some sick disc kills. And yes, the bow in New Dawn is also super powerful, so rank 3 bow is totally worth getting as well. And speaking of bows, you can actually get a bow really early, a rank 2 one to be exact, by going to Duchess Island from Far Cry 5, or over here on the map in New Dawn. And then you will start the sort of Joseph Seed quest line that you just have to follow. I actually made a video about it with tips on how to complete the puzzle in that mission as well. So if you are stuck there, you can check that video out by clicking on the screen. And then you will be able to do another mission, and that will give you this rank 2 bow. So again, really early in the game if you just choose to do these missions early in the game. And yes, as I said before, the bow is super handy, so totally worth getting. Subscribe for way more Far Cry New Dawn content. I will have way more tips and tricks on the channel really soon. And there are some awesome videos up on the channel already. Like this video to support the channel. Check out my recent video on those best elite weapons you totally want to get at the end of the game. Or you can watch it if you already want an idea of what these best weapons are capable of. I will of course speak to you next time, and goodbye.